Welcome back to SoCal Surf with Dan Nappy. Another edition at Newport Pier. Much better than yesterday. It was smooth, no wind. The waves were good size, shoulder to head high. 3 to 4 foot is what it said on the charts. But there were some good sets that came in that were head high, and they were a little mushy as it got higher tide, but still great rides, right and lefts all morning long. So it was pretty good. Newport, there was a lot of people pointing and shouting that there's a whale. I never saw it, but there was a whale apparently that went by this morning heading north, I guess to the summer feeding grounds or whatever they do north. So there was a whale in the water, which, like I said, I never saw, but everybody else seemed to. And then I was busy surfing, I guess, so it was really good. The water was still a little cold, but once you get into it and start moving around, it's fine. It's great. So the water's good. The sun was out. I went a little bit later since I'm all alone here for the next few days, maybe a week or so. So I went a little later. I waited for the sun to come up, and I saw the weather report this morning, and it said that the wind might be offshore. So that's a good thing for surfing in the morning. So I decided that I was going to go a little later. So when the sun came up, I waited until it got a little bit higher. So I went about 8 o'clock. So 8 to about 10:30. So and the wind never really came up. There was a slight breeze towards the end, towards closer to 10:30, but nothing to make the water choppy. So it was still smooth even after all that. And it's a lot more pleasant when the sun's up, even though sometimes it gets a little crowded like it did today. There was quite a few people out there in the water. But I managed to get some good rides. Managed to move around a little bit, north and south. The weird thing was that it seemed to be bigger towards the pier and smaller towards the jetty, in between the two on the north side, which is usually the other way around. Lately it's been bigger towards the jetties and smaller towards the pier, but today it was flipped over and the bigger waves were coming in south, so I went down there a little ways. And just like I said, just got some good rides, right and lefts. And I'm on the small board. I usually take my little bigger board, the 7-footer, to Newport, but I'm going to stick with that 6-footer for a while and see if I can do with it. But it's been good. It turns really fast. It's so quick that sometimes it's quicker than me. I'll turn, it'll come around. I have to readjust myself because it comes around so fast. The blue one's a lot slower when it comes around. But the other day I was out on a longboard, 9.6, and talk about take forever to turn. I had to just really lean on the back tail to get the thing to turn. So it was quite a different mechanics on the larger board. So as you go down to the smaller boards, the things that you have to do are way different. And of course the advantages are way quicker and faster, and you can move faster. So, but I took off on this one wave that was pretty steep. It was already starting to crack white on the top. And so I took off. I knew it was going to be a fast drop, in which it was. So I dropped clear down to the bottom and came off the bottom. But we didn't have quite enough speed to make the shoulder. But the drop was enough of an adrenaline rush that I didn't need to make the shoulder. So I did that drop, came off the bottom, then I tried to catch up to the end, but it just was too far. I couldn't catch it. So I pulled off straight and then just kind of worked my way out the back of the wave and then paddled back out. And on the smaller board, it's a lot easier to duck dive. So it's not really hard getting out. So you just paddle, duck dive, paddle. So it was pretty easy surf today. Pretty nice weather. Just a few too many people, but that's what happens when the surf gets good and the sun comes out. People show up. So good day on the beach there. So not much more to talk about. It's just a good day on the surf. So until tomorrow, we might head back to Newport. I'm not sure. We're just going to have to wait and see what the weather does. So check out my new book, Elephant in the Room, on WordPress, Dan Nappy. So either it's dannappy.wordpress or wordpress.dannappy. So either way, check it out. Let me know. Thanks for listening. I will see you tomorrow if all goes well. Thanks. See ya.